For my entire life, I was an athlete, throwing the baseball around, playing football, and even tried out soccer for a season. It also just so happened that lifting heavy circles was a part of that mix, so I guess I sort of had a passion for that as well, but like many, running was not my strong suit. I couldn't fathom how or why people ran for fun. It was always like oh, you're late, go run a mile, and it was used as more of a punishment. So subconsciously, I feel like I was never attracted to it until now. So for a little sneak peek of next week's video, in exactly 1 week from today, I will be pushing my body to its absolute limit in the Los Angeles Marathon, where essentially I will be waking up at the criminal time of 4 in the morning and running 26.2 miles for fun. Like, thinking about it right now, where I'm not motivated in the slightest, I'm psyching myself out like, why would anybody wake up before the sun and run 26.2 miles for fun? You see what I did there? But for real, the problem is this. For the past 3 months, I've figured out the answer to this question, and if you've ever ran more than a mile in your entire life, I bet you do too. So first off, the first run absolutely sucks. You have no idea how fast to run, where to run, or even how to run in the first place. And probably like many of you, I didn't even own a pair of running shoes. And all I had were these old Adidas NMDs I used to wear for like fashion, I guess. What was I thinking? Regardless, I did it.
All right, it's November 12th, 2023. So 4 months till race day. Sub 4 hours, here we go.
I broke the ice and powered through my first voluntary run. I thoroughly remember the burning sensation in my calves and the gnarly cramps I was getting on my side, but I did it. And to be honest, the next couple runs went just about the same, but I forced myself to keep going and keep showing up until I just didn't want to anymore. I found myself in a bit of a weird spot where I enjoyed getting out and getting into that like runner's high, but for what? I knew it was keeping me healthy, but my legs were constantly sore and I was eating an insane amount of food, but above all, I lost my purpose for running. Like, think about it. When you play sports as a kid, you practice and you get to play a game where you get to show out all of the hard work that you put into that practice. I felt like I was practicing, and more practicing. Then I realized, oh wait, there's actually something called marathons in which I can use as my purpose to keep practicing. Granted, I would be practicing a whole lot more than playing games, but it's something to work towards. So before I knew it, I was signed up for the Los Angeles Marathon and regained that initial purpose for now. Now, knowing that I have something to work towards, it allows me to compensate for the newfound knee pains, the constant leg soreness, and uncontrollable appetite. Like, although I really started to notice the benefits of running, like losing my unnecessary weight, breathing, and sleeping better, and just the reward of knowing that you did something hard that day. But it was incredibly lonely. I know there's a power of doing things by yourself. You're broke! You're poor! But it gets increasingly difficult to stay motivated when no one around you is doing the same thing. I'm kind of lying here because I have a buddy who randomly hit me up saying that they're gonna run the LA Marathon, but he was training in Louisville, Kentucky. So with no other option, I started posting my runs to social media, hoping that I would find a group of people who had a similar passion for running as I did. And as I was still putting in the work and attracting this into my life, there didn't seem to be much hope. Until one day, one of my boys from literally middle school hit me up and put me on with a whole bunch of runners in our city. A group of guys who challenged me, run longer distances, faster paces, and just built that camaraderie I was missing. So now, with the perfect team, unwavering focus, and the purpose to dominate this LA Marathon, I am ready. And it's almost hard to believe that none of this would have happened if I never threw on these old NMDs. That was like literally 3 months ago I decided to start this journey, and boy oh boy am I not looking back. And honestly, I might even consider giving these away if this video goes viral, and just let me know in the comments. So now it's time to follow me on Instagram for a closer look into, I guess, my personal life, and join me on this running journey. And just an FYI, next week's video is going to be, I guess, a passion project of mine. It's going to be a banger. You can probably already tell what it's going to be, but I'll see you guys then.